Today I was thinking we'd do a song, but then I thought, when I was looking for chord charts, looking through the chord charts about the song that I thought we might do, I thought, oh, what if somebody actually is unclear on how a chord chart works? Let's take a minute or two and look at chord charts. There's that one. I think everybody on the planet knows this song, right? Willie Nelson wrote it. I don't know when. When did Willie Nelson write Crazy? I'll search that out and put it up on the screen. If you don't know this song, I suggest somewhere on YouTube you find Patsy Cline singing Crazy or Willie Nelson singing Crazy. They both do a fabulous job on it. But it goes something like, crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday leave me for somebody new. I've done better. I've done worse. Anyway, so the thing is if you look at that first line, crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. That's the part that's written in black under where it says verse 1. Now the intro we're just ignoring because that's all instrumental and that's not part of what we're talking about. I mean, if you want to fight your way through that instrumental and come up with some sort of intro for this before you play it, have at it. But I'm talking about every song that you want to do, you can just pull up the chord chart, and there are several places that you can do that. You just type in the name of the song you want, Shot Through the Heart, Bon Jovi, chords, and it'll come up on the internet, and you can get a chord chart, or Honky Tonk Blues, or anything, right? Stardust, and then you can type it out on your own, or I don't know, copy and paste, whatever you do. I tend to type mine out. This is something I typed out by myself, and I do that so that I can, if you notice, I've got the lyrics in black and the music in red. That way I can just quickly look at it and see what the next line is. So I know the first line, if I look at it quickly, it's C, A7, A, and D minor. Okay. Now, if you're in my course and you're watching this video, some of those are chords we've not looked at yet, but they're just chords. They're just chords that you will eventually know. It doesn't matter what your instrument is. I can play this. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. So you see what I did there is every time I got to a word that had a new red chord symbol above it, as I just changed to that new chord symbol. Second line. Crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. And it doesn't matter if I'm doing it on piano or ukulele or guitar, right? Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Oh, I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. for trying, and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Sorry, I got carried away and just decided I'd do the whole song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, isn't it? And it's been 2 years. Last time I actually remember playing this was 2 years ago when my niece came up from Austin and we were all sitting around in the living room. We all just sit around in a circle in my living room and play. And the next person will pick up a song and say, hey, everybody got the chord chart for spinning wheel? And then we'll do that or whatever, you know. Or if we don't, then I'll come in here and I'll print them off my printer and you just hand everybody the chord chart. And the thing that I do with the chord chart is I look through here and I go, do I know all these chords? Okay, look, C. I'm just reading through the whole, I'm going to read through the whole song right here. C, A7, A, delta minor, G as in Gulf of America now, G7, F as in Foxtrot. Did I do echo minor? And delta minor 7. Here's your delta minor. And then you just add that 7. Beautiful, beautiful chord. So you just go through the whole thing and you pull out the chords and you look at them and you say, do I know this one? If you don't know it, you pull up Google and say, okay, what does an echo minor look like? Or an E minor? And then you just play along. So that's how you read a chord chart. And if you look, generally, this chord's going to be basically placed where the chord change happens. I know I said when it gets right to that word switch, but remember you've got this metronome going in your heart or in your head or tapping your foot, and you do have to keep an ear to your lyrics and your music changes. Because sometimes, you know, your interpretation and your performance is your interpretation and your performance. And sometimes you'll hold out a word. Feeling so lonely. Well, that might impact where the chord changes. So just listen and change that chord at the appropriate time. That's all there is to it, my friends. Glad you came along. Thanks a lot. Any questions about this? Please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, subscribe and like. It really helps the algorithm. I know you hear that. You're probably as sick and tired of it as I am, but it really helps these videos get out.